What comes to your mind when you think of a good game? Me personally, I think of games like Rainbow Six Siege, Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, and all of the Grand Theft Autos. Not just one in particular. I'm talking about all of the Grand Theft Autos are good. Games like Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, all these games had one thing in common. One thing that brought them all together and made them good games, in my personal opinion. And that was the content. You could pay $60 for one of these titles, and you wouldn't feel like you were forced to buy anything. You didn't feel like you were forced to cough up money for more content. You already felt like there was enough content, which gave us as gamers a good mindset, because then we were willing. I was personally willing to cough up money for more specific items because I already felt like I was gifted enough stuff with the base game. But nowadays, it seems like the business model is to not convince people to purchase more stuff in your game by giving them stuff in the game, but to make people thirsty, to make people crave content. You know, they're holding all the content back, thinking that we will want to cough up money for more content, but in reality, it's the complete opposite. With no content, people are already leaving, they're gone, they don't care, and they will not come back. So when it is time to release the content, your fan base is already dead. So the people who are there will buy the content, but the core fan base and the population of the game will die. And the number one game with the worst marketing strategy in the universe that I just explained is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And it kills me to say that. It kills me to say that. Because this game had potential. It really did. And in the beginning, I loved it. Even though things kind of got on my nerves as the game went on. That happens with all Call of Duty games. And after a certain amount of time, it just gets tiring. And 150 health just wasn't for me. But they still experimented with it. They still tried something new. They innovated on the title. So you can't hate on them for trying to make things fresh. It was a mistake, and they probably won't do it again in the near future. They'll probably just stick with 100 HP, but I do respect them for making that change. But that's not what is bringing this title down. No, none of that stuff is bringing the title down. The content is bringing the title down. This game had the least weapons out of any Call of Duty game that I could think of. You started off with nothing. No weapons. Nothing to experiment with. That annoyed the living hell out of me. And then on top of that, almost half of the maps that were released in this game were recycled maps. Maps from old Call of Duty games that we loved. Which kills me even more because Call of Duty is not being a trendsetter anymore. That's what COD used to be. COD used to set trends like no tomorrow. They were so amazing at it. But now they don't know what to do anymore. Their best content is their recycled content. And that just doesn't work. You can't make a business or anything off of that if the best thing that you could possibly produce is your recycled stuff from the past. And it's true. Honestly, all the best maps are the recycled maps. Tell me one lobby where you see any old school map from Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, like slums or firing range, and if it's put up against original Black Ops 4 map, which one will win? 9 times out of 10, that recycled map will be picked for that match. So obviously it's shown that these recycled maps are better. These maps they made for Black Ops 4, not only is the movement and the flow of them chaotic and just not natural or good, but the recycled maps play better than they do. And this is Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 plays a lot differently than Black Ops 1. I'll tell you that. And they still managed to make it feel amazing for Black Ops 4. I love firing range on Black Ops 4. The pacing is good. It's amazing. It feels nice. But of course, the other maps don't feel like that either. Why? Why can't you make them feel just as good? And then come specialists. And you don't even want me to get started on the specialists, because specialists make me so angry with how they made them in this game. It drives me crazy. Treyarch had a vision with this game, right? Treyarch had a complete vision for multiplayer to make this the ultimate Black Ops experience. Combine Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 and make it into the final version, Black Ops 4. But what they failed is that they are putting all these new specialists in the game that are recycled. I mean, Reaper we already had, Spectre we already had. The only new specialist they added in was Zero. Why? Shouldn't they be in the base game? Shouldn't all those recycled characters that you're adding in as quote-unquote new specialists, shouldn't they be in the game already? And then specialists like Recon, for example, shouldn't he be a DLC character that you add in later? It all seems backwards. It doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any logical sense on why they would take that path with this game. All the recycled content should already be in this game, and new features should be coming out. I don't know why you're bringing in new specialists that are recycled. That's not new. That's not new. And that's not it, everybody. You thought that was enough recycled content right there? Let me get into the microtransactions. They bring in a tier list because, you know, they couldn't stop and help themselves but to copy Fortnite and how they're making all their success. So they brought in a little list that we could grind up with pay-to-win weapons at the end of these things. I mean, you have to grind really hard to get these weapons. And you guys see me. I'm mostly a Call of Duty channel. I do branch off the Battlefield, Rainbow Six and stuff like that, but the majority of the videos I post on this channel are Call of Duty. I put a lot of hours into this game to get all of this gameplay. And I don't even have all of the weapons. I barely have any. I have the Demon and the Tiger Shark LMG. All the other weapons I do not have. I don't have the SWAT. I don't have that submachine gun. I don't even know what other DLC weapons they added in this game. I don't have the cap. I don't have any of these weapons. And then they added more DLC weapons. So now there's a Peacekeeper and a DMR rifle that explodes bullets. I mean, all these things are in the game. I paid $100+ for this game, and I don't have any of it. What am I paying my money for? And trust me, I'm a man who loves money. I love my money. I will never let anything get out of my pocket. But I am accepting this L. I 110% got ripped off, and it feels like crap. Because I hate getting ripped off. I hate it. It would be the last option in the world for me to get ripped off. I'm so stingy with my cash. And the fact that I just spent $100 on this game, and I have nothing. None of this content. They expect me to grind like 50+ hours of my day to get through a tier system. When I have to work, I have class, I got stuff I gotta do. You think I got time to do this right now? And you seriously think I want to grind through this? I can hop on Battlefield 5 right now, play 2 games, and instantly unlock the new DLC weapon. And you want me to put like 30+ hours into your game to get your DLC weapon? No, I don't got time for that. Nobody has time for that. Except if you are chilling, maybe you're in school, and you got plenty of time to sit back and grind. But for the majority of the adults, we don't got time like that, man. Not just me, but people who aren't like me. People who have families. People have people to feed, a house to keep over their head. People have it worse than me right now, you know? And I'm already complaining about it. I can't even imagine how they're feeling about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and the money they put towards this game. So not only did they put overpowered weapons behind a tier system that is paid to win because you can still pay to get through the tier system. It's not like you're forced to grind it, so anybody could cough up $100, get the most overpowered gun in the game, and completely demolished every single lobby without you doing anything about it. So yes, they're paid to win. And if anybody argues that they're not paid to win, I really beg to differ. Because this is the definition of paid to win. Either having an option to grind 30+ hours, or just paying the money to get it. That's paid to win. But then, after all this stuff, because at first, you weren't able to get these weapons. If you missed a tier system, that gun is gone. So at first, when the SWAT left and the submachine gun left and all those other things, when those things, I think the submachine gun's called the Switchblade. So sorry if I keep calling it a submachine gun. The Switchblade and the SWAT. Once those left, it was done. It's over. I couldn't get those guns again. But then they add in reserves. Once you think everything is all good, it's like, oh, they couldn't ask for any more money out of this game. They add in reserves, which are loot boxes. And that is how you get DLC weapons. So not only is this game paid to win for the weapons, they doubled on that factor. So not only can you pay through the tiers, but you can pay through loot boxes to get these weapons as well. This is so beyond the point of insulting to me. Because games like Battlefield 5 are out there. And this is how Battlefield 5 works. You either, in the first week, you get 7 days to unlock the weapon. Which, like I said, takes literally 2 matches. Which is like 30 minutes to an hour of your time. And compared to 30+ hours in Call of Duty, let me tell you. But 30 minutes to an hour of your time, once a week, you get a chance to unlock a weapon. Okay? But let's say you don't have that time. Let's say you can't hop on that game. You have work. You got things that you got to do that you can't get or find time to play Battlefield 5. Guess what? At the end of that week, when you can't unlock it anymore, you can spend company coin. And company coin is what you earn while playing the game. You earn company coin while playing matches. So while you're just playing the game, you earn this stuff, which later on you could just get the freaking weapon, and they're not expensive. They're very easy to get. I could buy all the DLC weapons right now if I wanted to, within a blink of an eye, with 0 issues. So when you go from a game like that, and then you hop over to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, where it's nearly impossible to unlock any of these new items, I just don't even know what I spent my money for on it anymore, man. I don't know what I spent $100 on anymore. It's beyond me. I got completely ripped off. But Black Ops 4 is the perfect example of what a scam is. It's the perfect example of what microtransactions done in the wrong way can do to a video game. And I really hope every company out there sees what happens to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and hopefully they learn from the crap that they did. I mean, come on now. This is the ultimate scam, if I've ever seen one. They are milking every last dollar out of this game, and it sucks because, like I said, this game had potential. It's not like it was bad. It was still fun. It had its, rough moments here and there. Specialists are a bit annoying to deal with. 150 health is a pain sometimes. But the gameplay was still decent. It's not like I couldn't play this game. You're still watching gameplay of it right now, aren't you? It's still fun to play. But microtransactions butchered it. It literally destroyed everything about this title. So that's going to sum up this video, everybody. Shout out to the Endgame Squad for sticking through this whole video. I really do appreciate you. If you enjoyed what you saw today, make sure you like this video. If you hate it, you can always dislike it. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to get a little bit more personal with the channel. And you can always catch me on Twitch if you want to catch me streaming at JbowenDaMan. Thank you all for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.